This is Down to the Wire 513.
Everybody else can shut up. It is time.
Ooh, Fly Man Ring.
Back in the building, man.
Yo, we in the building, we back.
Make sure y'all follow us on everything Down to the Wire 513. Yo, Down to the Wire 513 Sports and Spirits Friday. Good brother, how you feeling, man?
Hey, we back, man. We back, man. It's Friday. Hope y'all staying hydrated with either adult beverage or some water, man. See, I'm on water this Friday. I had a rough week, man. So
Had a rough week.
On adult beverage later.
I believe I've had a rough week and you only drinking water right now? Like,
we'll do beverage later, you know. How you feeling, brother?
Nah, man. Hey, made it through another week, man. First full week back at the job, man. First off vacation. It's kind of rough. So
I know you had a rough week. I know you're gonna need adult beverage after this.
Sure. For sure. But hey, excited, man. Like I said, blessed to another week. Another good week in college football, NFL, NBA, in-season tournament starts tonight.
Yeah,
then we got
first time ever.
Yeah, then we got college basketball officially starting on Monday.
I'm excited for college basketball this year, man. Hopefully we get some. I think it's gonna be more parity again, you know, and hopefully we see a good season, better than last year, hopefully.
Right,
as far as level play.
And before we get started, man, hey, shout out to the Texas Rangers, man, winning the World Series.
Hey, man.
First World Series in franchise history, man. So, hey, shout out to the Texas Rangers.
Even with them injuries they had, still came back. They didn't come back, but still closed it out. Closed out strong. So, man, shout out to Rangers. Shout
out former Cincinnati Red Aroldis Chapman. That's your second ring, man. Second ring since leaving the Reds. Man.
Something happened, man. When the players leave the Reds, they just
they found a way to get a ring.
Yeah, they still be, because he was killer with the Reds. It wasn't like he was shitty. He was killer with the Reds. Other teams still being a killer, and he winning. So hey, can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at that
at all. But Down to the Wire 513, man. Sports and Spirits Friday. Y'all know the drill, man. Make sure y'all tap in with us. Everything Down to the Wire 513. Y'all see all our social scrolling at the bottom, man, and make sure y'all cop some merch too.
Got to.
Make sure y'all cop that merch for sure. So. Oh man, but y'all know, man, we're moving forward. Obviously, with all the sports going on, we ain't gonna bust y'all over the head every Wednesday, giving y'all a 2-hour, 3-hour show covering everything. So we're gonna break it up. Wednesday show, we keep it mainly NFL. We'll touch some NBA if there's a big headline breaking news before, at least till football season's over with. We're gonna do mainly our basketball content on Sports and Spirits Friday. So make sure y'all tap in each and every week, man. Wednesdays and Friday. Wednesdays NFL.
Yes, sir. Tap in. Unless something big happening, like T just said, we're probably gonna mention it. And the NBA probably gonna mention it on Friday and wait till Friday to discuss it. Just like you said, we don't want to have a 4-hour show for y'all. It's so hard. It's gonna be hard to sit through and watch. So try to keep the shows down to an hour and a half. 2 hours probably max. But
and just for us, like we record pretty late. We don't want the 4-hour shows, and especially I still got to drive home. So like maybe if I was at home, maybe I might, but.
Probably still not, bro. I'm at home right now. I still be like, all right, we got an hour and 45 hours. Wrap it up, brother.
Let's wrap it up.
So yeah.
But nah, man. Like I said, man. NBA in-season tournament starts tonight, man. We are a little bit over a week since the start of NBA season began. We're just gonna keep it simple, man. What's some of the biggest takeaways, biggest thing that you noticed over the week one or first week of the NBA season?
Still very early. Still very, very early. Teams are still figuring themselves out, figuring rotations out. Coaches are doing 10-man rotations. Probably some of them even doing 12-man rotations. So, seeing a lot of players get opportunities is good to see. One thing I'll take away from this is Denver Nuggets is still cream of the crop. If you ask me, I think they're still the best team in basketball as of right now. And then we talk about the NCAA tournament. I think they are primed to win that unless they get hurt or something like that or get uninterested. But they're like a very well-oiled machine. And one thing I'm worried about in the West is Phoenix. Dealing with these injuries early. You got Brad Beal out with a back injury. Saw a video of him shooting jumpers the other day. He ain't looking too hot out there, so I'm very concerned about Phoenix. I ain't really concerned about Book. I think he'll be back soon enough. Played the whole first game, and then he's been out ever since with the injury. I'm not sure when it happened, where it happened, but or for Brad Beal's sake. I'm not sure where that happened for him either, but he looks Brad Beal looks very, very stiff shooting basketball. Hopefully he can get it worked out and can come back and be, at least some of what he was. But right now when I saw him, I was probably pretty worried about when I saw him. He looks pretty stiff and like he just kind of like Markel Fultz look when he messed his shoulder up. Kind of the jumper very hitchy and very alarming to see that as a jump shooter myself. I'm like, damn, that's hurt to see. Those are my two biggest takeaways from the West. Let me think of anything from the East. You got anything from the West?
From the West, I mean, same thing with you as far as it just goes to show that I said with Denver, especially just piggyback off what you mentioned. They kept basically their core intact. I mean, they as long as they got the four guys up there, hey, everyone else could just get in where they fit in. Yeah. So as long as those four guys are playing, Mike Malone's up there. I think Denver will be obviously cream of the crop, top two teams in the West. Phoenix, I didn't take that time with Brad Beal. I think, because honestly, I think KD and Book, along with the rest of the Suns, that's one thing I do like from the Suns. With Book and Beal being out, seen other guys step up and finding them roles. Josh Okogie, I say it's early, but at least for the first week, he's shown like he's a factor coming off the bench. Eric Gordon, like he has new life. He's been balling. So while Book and Beal out, he's giving those other guys more confidence. So by the time they come back, they plug right in and be able to keep everything rolling.
Yeah.
Also in the West, for me, like you said, every team's still trying to figure out what rotation how the rotation is going to go. For us, the Lakers, man, I wanted to finally get to a solid rotation, man, because some of these
not happening. I don't know what the hell be doing, bro.
Some of these moves Darvin Ham be making. It's frustrating. Very, very frustrating.
Very. I'm not sure you'd be looking at Twitter and listening to what the fans be saying, because one minute you're not playing Max Christie, fans bitch at you for not playing him. Because Max Christie is pretty good. I think he's pretty good. He worked hard all summer, and now you want to start him, or not you started to play him last night. Or what was that, Wednesday night? You want to play him? I don't understand. I get why you want to play him because he's been busting his ass all summer, but I don't get why you kind of didn't play him at the beginning of the season, like very first 1 or 2 games possibly. Get him some minutes in there, get his confidence going. Lakers Twitter is we some savages, man. They be catching everything. Yep. Max Christie on the sideline just looking sad, looking very depressed now. That's on him. You can't be looking like that. You got to make sure you stay ready. So when your number is called, you come in there and be effective. But I definitely get the frustration from him. I get it.
Yeah, man. And also I get frustrated from them and us. And also, man, at this point, like, bro, when games on the line, bro, excuse my language, fuck worrying about how many minutes LeBron is playing, bro. Like we're trying to win games.
Yeah. Like
I know the other Wednesday night they talked about how he played 44 minutes including overtime. I was like, bro, we're trying to win a game. If somebody see have to play more than what they want to play, bro, okay.
As long as he's okay to do it, who cares? Let him do it, especially if he wants to do it. I mean, he wants to do it. So why not? Like we saw last year, the West is crazy. 1 or 2 games can be the difference of 2 or 3 seeds.
Yes.
You can't afford to be playing it safe. We do need LeBron to last. We do need him the whole season, which is I get why they want to limit his minutes and like limit his loads. Make sure he's going to be fresh when we need him to be fresh the most. But like you said, we got to win games. It ain't gonna matter if we're not in the playoff picture. It ain't gonna matter.
Mm-hmm. And take advantage of new rules. Like I said, it's rules in place that favor players like LeBron, who has miles on his legs.
Yeah.
Use that to your advantage. So, yeah. As far as the West, yeah, I mean that's the Pelicans too. Pelicans, man, they look like they're. I'm not saying like quite championship contender this year, but they look scary. Like,
yeah, they do look more serious than last year. I would agree with that.
Zion, you can tell Zion definitely makes a difference. Zion makes a difference out there.
He matters, man. Being healthy matters, So it's how they started off last season. They started off last season pretty good. I think they were top 3 seeds in the West through like 20 games or whatever. They got to stay healthy. CJ got to stay healthy. BI got to stay healthy, and also Zion. All 3 of them got to stay healthy.
I could go on. I could go on about everything in the West, but my last thing before I talk back to you and talk about the East. Ja, man, you costing your team, brother.
Terrible start for the Grizzlies, bro.
Like Memphis, Like I would clearly this ain't last year. Obviously, they don't got Tyus Jones. They ain't got Dylan Brooks. They were fortunately Steven Adams is out another year.
Crazy too, man. That's also that's on Memphis. You know, the whole Steven Adams debacle. That's on Memphis. Training staff. I'm not sure what they were doing.
So now, you just missing these 25 games, man, is really hurting your team, man. And in the West, a loaded West, it's gonna be hard for you to dig yourself out of this hole. Like I said, it's only week 1. You can still turn around, but from what I've seen this past week, Memphis, man, y'all terrible.
Yeah.
Without Ja.
Yep, so. They look terrible without Ja. They also lost Tyus Jones. You know, I know they got Marcus Smart, but they got Marcus Smart. Tyus Jones is one of the best actual point guards in the NBA. As far as assist turnover ratio, as far as not turning the ball over, not doing stupid shots, not doing stupid shit on defense. He's one of the best point guards in the league. One of the most underrated. Him and his brother, Trey Jones, too. Trey Jones in San Antonio. Super underrated, man. Both those guys should be starting point guards in the NBA, which now Tyus Jones is. But, you know, that loss for Memphis is underrated, man. People weren't talking about that a lot. You know, I think me and you mentioned it on here a couple times. So we saw that when he was in the game, even when Ja was out last 2 years, when Ja was out, the offense ran just as smooth, if not smoother, when he was on the court.
Exactly.
He's better than Ja, and he runs the team better than Ja as far as being a point guard. So losing him was a huge loss for them. I'm not sure why they didn't bring him back. Marcus Smart is a good player, but he's not a point guard.
No, not at all. He's more.
Boston got rid of his ass. We've been saying that for years.
Like said, he's more. I mean, he's more of a basically Dylan Brooks. Like basically, you got him to replace Dylan Brooks.
He's a better version of Dylan Brooks, but he's Dylan Brooks, and he's not. He's not going to go out there and get you 20 a night. And I say he's not a point guard. He's not really even a 2. He's just a perimeter player. That's how I kind of categorize Marcus Smart. He's not bad, but he's a role player. He's going to be just a role player for you. He's not going to be able to really like control your offense and really get you into your sets and everything. You get the ball, Triple J's ball in the sweet spots. Really make the game easier for these guys. He's not that kind of player.
Right. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for Memphis, man. They're gonna have their hands full. I said once the suspension comes, because then Ja's gonna have to work himself way back in the playing shape. Like I said, you can work out all you want to, but it's something different about that in game speed. Being
out there against other killers trying to kill you, like you're trying to kill them, it's gonna be way different. Way different. Let me see if I had anything else in the West, man. I got a mission. 30, man. Shout out to Steph Curry, killing it. As always, seems like when he's healthy, he is phenomenal basketball player.
Piggyback off that, they got off to a better start than I expected. At least so far, week 1, the CP3 move
looks good.
Looks good right now.
Looks to be working, man. I wasn't a fan of the move. I still ain't a fan of the move, but hey, if it's gonna help them win games, they already, I think, won 2 road games already this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think they won 11 all last year, so already 10% there almost. So I mean, they're doing way better. They just look better this year. Maybe it was the whole Draymond Green punch situation that kind of fucked them up last year. I know Draymond kind of quit out there. He's talking about, you're going to see. Last year we didn't have no fun. It wasn't fun coming to work. Well, bro, that's your fault.
Right.
You punched him in the face. You punched him in the face. You didn't have to do that, bro. You punched him in the face, and you caused that whole issue last year. That's your fault. So the fact that he's bringing that quote out and saying you're going to see different than the team this year, it's bullshit, man. I'm not for that. Draymond, you got to chill on that shit. But he's right. I mean, they are looking better. The team chemistry is better, but it's because they traded one of the 2 problems that they had. So.
Mm-hmm.
And Luka too. I want to bring up Luka. Luka's been killing it. He was averaging like 39 before last night. He was killing it, man. Before his last game, he was averaging like a damn near 40. Before his last 2 games, he was averaging like 39. He's been killing it. Still playing the same style basketball though. Still playing the Luka Harden style basketball. Still playing. Like, give me the ball, stand around, watch. I give you the ball when it's time for you to shoot. But he looks a lot fresher this year. He said his legs should feel better for him. He said he's. I watched an interview of him. He said one of the things he's doing is dipping lower in the shots, getting the legs more involved in the shots. We'll see if that lasts. First thing to go is legs.
Yeah. So I mean, right now Dallas is still one and 2 undefeated. Them and Boston, only 2 undefeated teams left in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like I said, Luka damn near was averaging 40. So off to a good start. But like you said, we see this every year with Luka. Like that, like the Mavs, they always get off to a hot start. Luka always, at least for the first month of the season. Oh, Luka's MVP. Oh, he's going to be MVP this year. But then we know he always been tails off.
Yep.
Comes back down to earth. So.
Yeah, but the season goes on, he starts to break down, which could be a testament to his lack of work in the offseason. Who knows? He put in work this offseason. It looked like at least he showed us he put in work. We're not there with him. We can't see everything he does, but everything he put out there, like he was putting in more work, working on his diet a lot more in the summer, working on his body a lot more in the summer. So he should be able to last a little bit longer, hopefully, the whole season as far as being able to keep this pace play up.
Just go back to Golden State real fast. Like I said, surprised me first week of the season. Obviously, they're going to. I mean, this is not groundbreaking news or fact I'm about to say, but they go as Steph goes. Like, so that's my only thing. Like, hopefully Steph can stay healthy most part of the season, because if he goes down, then the
season goes down. It's over. It's over.
That season's over with. And Klay Thompson, he did hit the game winner the other night against Sacramento, but Klay.
They played them twice already this early season. It's 1 week in the season. They played Sacramento twice.
Right. Yeah. That's wild.
Come on, NBA. I want to put those. That's a very watchful game. I think it's one of the most televised as far as potential goes. As far as two teams you put against each other after that playoff season they had last year.
Do you not remember the playoffs? Like,
you're not going to watch that game. So having them play twice already, playing 4 times this year, I believe, if they keep it the same, having them play twice in the first week of the season makes no sense.
No sense at all. So, but yeah, they go as Steph goes. Just can Steph continue to can he carry him? Can he continue to carry him for the full season? We shall see. Shout out to last name before we move to East. Shout out to Russell Westbrook and the Clips, man. Westbrook so far, at least first week, hey, he looks good. Now we'll have to see once Harden gets inserted in there. We talked about it a little bit on Wednesday, how that's going to affect his play. But
yeah, I'm interested to see that. I don't know if you saw the Laker Clippers game the other night. You see the the pregame. Russ and Bron interaction that didn't happen because Russ came under the basket. That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious. I don't know why what the beef is with him. I don't know why he feels a certain way about what happened in LA, bro. What happened in LA was, I ain't gonna say it was all your fault, bro, but you played a huge role in what happened in LA, bro. Your whole attitude, your whole mentality towards the game of basketball is still there. I see interviews all off season, even the pre-season interviews you're doing. Same mentality. You don't care about winning. His whole thing is about. He's happy he's just in the NBA. He's happy he made it to the NBA. Happy that he's a rich individual. Didn't change with him. I'm interested to see when Harden gets there, he moves to the bench. He's going to move to the bench. Ty Lue already said when Harden gets here, Harden's starting. So I think the only thing I see happening is Russ will go back to the bench. He showed he was willing to do that in LA. However you want to account for that, because he did it, but he was still throwing little shots here and there to the teammates and the coaches and shit. So I'm interested to see how that plays out. Ty Lue, he don't play that shit.
Facts.
So I'm interested to see how that plays out when James Harden gets there. One of those two guys want to get mad. We talked about it on Wednesday. One of those two guys want to get mad. It's going to happen.
Well, we know they both will get mad, especially if they both start losing. But if they win, it may, like I said, you may see a little frustration. But hey, I will say this: it will be easier to move off of Westbrook than Harden at this point. So
that's true. Westbrook makes a lot less money at this point.
Westbrook gets guys get mad. Hey, then just ship him out there.
Man, I don't know. It's a good problem for the Clippers to have. Though they have 4 Hall of Famers on their team going to a new arena next year. Like I mentioned on Wednesday, though, all those guys technically right now this is the last year of their deals, so they could easily burn the Clippers if they wanted to and just not sign back with them. They're all from LA, so I doubt it happens. But who knows?
Yeah. And just watching the other night too. Like Kawhi lost weight, so it looks like he at least obviously he put in effort. Maybe not play all 82 games. He said he want to play all 82. I'm not buying. He may not play. He's not playing all 82.
He don't want to either. He lied.
but if he give me 65, 70 games, cool. But he definitely look like he slimmed down, so maybe he's putting a little bit more effort to try to play most of the games.
So we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm interested to see what happens in LA, though, man. It's, I don't know. I'm not rooting for him. Of course, I'm not a Clippers fan at all. I'm a Lakers fan, so I'm not rooting for them niggas. But interested to see what happens. We'll see what happens there.
Facts. Fact. So yeah, I think that's all. I think that's all I got. I got from the West.
Trying to think of anything else. Yeah, that's all I can think of right now. Wemby, we can talk about him a little bit later anyway. But yeah,
we'll talk about him, how he's doing the first week later.
But as we go to the East,
Eastern Conference, man.
Guess we start out with what's going on, and the cream of the crop is supposed to be Milwaukee. What's going on there? They lost two games big recently here. We'll see if they can turn it around. That's one of my takeaways from the West right now. I mean, from the East.
Yeah, and bad loss to teams that they should have lost to. Like no respect to Toronto, playing hard. They got guys up there, but you don't get beat by 19 to Toronto.
Yeah, nah.
And then you lose at home to Atlanta.
Bad loss again.
Yeah, I think with them, man, it's just obviously we know it starts with Giannis and Dame. So I think Dame is still trying to figure out like exactly where does he fit in on the pecking order, because we know he's been the guy up in Portland the entire time. Yeah, and now he's playing Robin basically. Like it's still Giannis's team. He has to be Robin's second fiddle. So
yep, even though Giannis said it's his team, cap. But it just ain't. It looked good the first game. Like they had, this is gonna be scary. We figured it out, but then right after that, I was like, yeah, maybe not so fast, guys. That's hold your horses a little bit.
But and then also like, who's that third guy? I mean, like no respect to Chris Middleton, but he's not a Chris Middleton he was when they won the championship back in 2020.
Only 2 years ago, but he's not that Chris Middleton anymore. Injuries has riddled his game, and he's a shell of his old self, defensively and offensively.
So when either Giannis or Dame or both of them, if they're not going, if they ain't got it that night, Milwaukee's in trouble.
Yeah,
because he ain't got nowhere you can go get a bucket.
Yep.
So obviously we'll see as they continue to build. It was shocking me how they had 3 home games off rip.
Yeah, that is.
They just played the first road game on Wednesday night. That's kind of weird.
That's a bit odd. That is a bit odd. For you.
Boston. I think Boston's in the same. I think Boston is in the same boat as we put Denver. I mean, they got their nucleus there. I mean, Brown and Tatum. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Drew Holiday. But Drew Holiday isn't really a scorer. I think he's more of that natural point guard that they more so needed. Like I said, we've been harping on this for years. Marcus Smart is just not that guy. So
yeah, I think Drew definitely fits that mold a little better. He still ain't even a natural point guard if you ask me. He's more like just a defensive. It's the same thing kind of as Marcus Smart. He's just a better version of Marcus Smart if you ask me. He's just a perimeter player. Because he don't be setting guys up either for him. But he's better at it than Marcus Smart. I give him that.
Yeah, and then obviously Porzingis. I mean, he's not a guy that's really you need him to dominate you, or he needs to demand the ball. He gets in where he fits in. Basically, we know crossing in with Tatum and Brown,
block shots. He's gonna be the guy that scores 30 when it's unexpected. That's what you need to do. You just be consistent. 18 to 23 a game. But we need you in big games, bro. You gotta come in and put up 25 plus in some big games.
Also take away from me, man, the defending Eastern Conference champions, man. I think reality has finally set in. I think honestly I think on the show we've been saying it for years, but I think this is the year that the Heat finally come back down there. Like we've been saying that the Heat was gonna fall off honestly 2 years ago, but they always found some way to make deep runs. This is the year I think they don't dig themselves out of the hole.
Yeah. You need talent in the NBA. I've been saying it for years. I know they won and got to the finals last year with a lot of undrafted guys. They should have took that as a blessing and said, all right, let's go out there and get some real NBA talent this summer. Mm-hmm. Didn't happen. They dropped the ball on Brad Beal, who came out recently last week, I believe, and said Miami was his choice. He wanted to go to Miami. And that was where his first choice was, Miami. He said when they realized it wasn't going to happen, he said, all right, fuck it. Phoenix it is. Man, HBO called him. He said, all right, make it happen. But you had 2 players, and Brad Beal and Dame, want to come to your franchise this summer, and you dropped the ball on that. And now he's had this terrible start to the season. If I'm a Heat fan, I'd be very upset.
Yeah, I mean, maybe some Spo's a hell of a coach. We've been giving him his praise these past few years. Maybe sign for Pat Riley to go, man, or maybe just move on from Jimmy Butler and just do a complete tear down, complete rebuild, and just worry about just get younger.
Yeah, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time, man. I know they can get a big haul for it if they do decide to start over. They can get a big haul for Jimmy and for Bam.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'm a huge fan of moving off guys earlier than later.
Right.
Yeah, if I trade you and you have another great year or two, hey, yeah, it's gonna suck in the short term, but if that team give you a big extension and then you drop off big time at third, fourth year, I won.
Yeah.
Especially if I ain't gonna win with you. And right now the Heat are not winning a championship with this team.
At all.
So if I'm them, I'm looking at moving. Maybe not this year, but definitely before, maybe next year. Before I pay Bam again, I'm probably gonna move him. I'm not reading up him. I'm sorry. Or Jimmy. I don't know what Jimmy's contract looks like. I'm not reading him up.
Yeah, I'm pulling up Jimmy's contract right now.
Pulling the plug on that whole duo right now. I'm pulling the plug. They should have if you needed Dame or Brad Beal with those two as your best players, you needed one of those guys come in and help bump them up. Without one of those guys coming in, unless you go get Zach LaVine or something like that, which I don't think he's that good as those other guys were, you're not doing much.
Yeah, so Jimmy Butler, this is his first year of a brand new 3-year,
ouch,
$146 million deal. So yeah,
ouch. I'm not paying him again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, man, you'll be fooled to pay him again at 37.
So I can move him probably. Nah, with that contract here, they're not gonna be able to build around him. Like, what the fuck? Nah, absolutely not. Absolutely not, man. But yeah, I've been saying that. I said a lot last year during the playoffs. I didn't think they were going to get that far because they didn't have the talent. Like, yeah, you have NBA players. There's levels between a team full of, like, Denver had, bro. Even though Jokic ain't the top pick, he still was drafted in the second round. Michael Porter Jr., 10th pick. KCP, like, top 10 pick. Aaron Gordon, top 5 pick. Mm-hmm. Like, you have to have talent. Lakers, when he won a championship, LeBron, AD, number 1 picks. You have to have fucking talent, bro. I don't care who you are. You have to have talent to win. You have to have talent. You have to have NBA talent. Like top tier. At least a couple top tier guys, man. That was top tier in their age group, in their class, whatever. You have to have those guys. If you don't have those guys that's top tier in their groups, it's gonna be tough for you, man.
Yeah. On Miami, hell. See a team who just got a haul of guys. If you're really trying to clear house, shit, I give Philly a call.
Yeah, I would definitely give Philly a call, man. Because like I said, you can't do what they're trying to do with the players they have.
Nope.
Just go back and look at the championship teams in the past. Who was I said Lakers and the Nuggets. Who won between there? Milwaukee. Yeah, he wasn't a top 10 pick, late lottery pick. Drew Holiday, top 10 pick. Chris Middleton, second round pick, but still. Brook Lopez, top 10 pick. You have to have NBA talent. If you don't have top-notch guys, or at least they were top-notch, they had that profile, it's going to be tough for you to get these wins, man.
That's fair. I mean, like I said, no disrespect to all the guys who want to draft it, because I mean they proved that they can play in the NBA. But like you said, it's levels to this, and the biggest strength.
It's those guys on the team, like yeah, go ahead and sign them for roster filler spots or role players. Sign those guys for sure, but you can't have undrafted player running 100 pick and rolls in the finals. It's not it's not going to get it done. It's not going to get the job done. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, you seen last year in the finals when they shots wasn't falling, like they didn't have nothing else.
Yeah, you can't be banking on Gabe Vincent, which I wasn't a fan of Lakers paying him $11 million either. Can't bank on Gabe Vincent running 20 pick and rolls a game and it's going to get you the job done. It's not going to get it done. It's not going to happen.
Not going to happen, man. Undersized, I said. We talked about the finals enough, but yeah. So I think it's time for Miami just go ahead and blow it up. Y'all had a good run with Jimmy Butler as being the best player on y'all team, better than what most people expected.
Yep.
So yeah, I think it's just time to move on, time to blow it up.
Facts, man. One takeaway for me from the East, another one. Philly, man, looking a little bit better than I expected without James Harden. Tyrese Maxey stepped his game up big time. Had a huge first week. Won Player of the Week, which I think gave Philly the motor in their back to say, all right, let's go ahead and just make this move, get rid of Harden, go full in on Tyrese Maxey. You better pay him. You need to pay him. He said he paid him from this offseason. Go ahead and send him. Give him max extension.
They better pay him soon. That price only going up.
Yep, only going up, man. But he's been playing great this season. So shout out Tyrese Maxey. But I'm gotta bone to pick with Joel Embiid, man. MVP players cannot put out the effort he puts out. He easily be the most dominant player in basketball if he wanted to be. He's bigger than Giannis. He's probably stronger than Giannis. More skilled than Giannis. Just as skilled probably as Jokic as far as scoring the ball. He's not passer, of course, but scoring the ball is just as skilled as Jokic is. Like, why are you not just dominating these games, bro? You're way too passive. You're way too soft. That's what it is. You're soft and you cry too much. He cries way too much. I forget what game it was, but it showed it was a game where ball came to him and this nigga punched the ball, bro. Punched the swing pass. Punched it. Late game situation. They're down. He just missed a shot. Swing came to him. He punched it. Tried to get it to the teammate. What are you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing? I would have pulled him out of the game and cussed him the fuck out right there, bro. I could not be a coach in the NBA. I would cuss. Like, I saw a clip Mike Brown cussing players out. Exactly how I would be. What the fuck are you doing, bro? I'm gonna blow my shit off. If you do this shit again, I'm gonna blow my shit, bro. Literally. Like, what are you doing? You can't be out here putting this kind of tape on film and you're supposed to be a top player in the game. I'm tired of him. If I'm Philly, I probably move off him too. I'm hoping he comes to me and says trade me, because he's not the guy that can take them to the championship. The way he's playing right now, the way his mentality is right now, he can't do it.
How do you fix it? Do you just or does it
Philly can fix it. With Daryl Morey there, they can't. It's a joke. Philly's a joke right now. They're a joke. I don't think they can fix it with Daryl Morey there. They have to either get him out of there and get more authoritative figures there that's going to hold him accountable, or trade him to like Miami or somewhere that's going to hold his ass accountable, because he is not being held accountable right now. It's obvious. It's painfully obvious. Like, if you watch the games, watch him play, take so many plays off, bro, it's not even funny. Like, it's game 5. Why are you walking down the court? Are you tired already? Like, what's going on here, Joel? I don't understand it. Don't understand it. If you mad, say you mad. Say trade me. Voice it that you mad, bro. But when you out there talking to the media, you ain't saying none of that shit. You just out here, yeah, we're gonna make it happen. I'm just focused on playing basketball. No, bro. If you focus on playing basketball, go out there and play then. Go out there and hoop. For real. Like, stop fucking around.
My question to that is, like, what would you be mad at? I mean, okay, the James Harden situation didn't work out. That's not on you. That's on James Harden.
Is it though? That's on the front office too, man. If I'm him, I will be mad at front office. Front office is really dropped the ball in Philly, man. If I'm him, I'm mad because, bro, if you're not gonna pay James Harden, why are you firing Doc Rivers? Like, I'm not a fan of Doc Rivers. You know I'm not a fan of Doc Rivers. But that was a Harden move. Harden wanted him gone. So if you're gonna get him out of there, why not? That would lead me to believe you're going all in with this team and Harden. You're gonna give Harden the money. You got Doc Rivers out there. You're gonna get Nick Nurse in here and make it work. So you fired the coach that Harden wanted fired, and you ship him out of town. What's going on? What's the reason for that? Like, if you were going to get a new coach, why not talk to Joel Embiid and say, hey, you want a new coach, bro? You want to fire Doc Rivers? What's going on? How you feel about Doc? He the main one I should worry about, not fucking James Harden. Especially I end up trading him now. He's gone. See, that whole move was just unnecessary. I know I was big on Doc Rivers not getting the job done, but they wasn't big on that because they would have fired him right away. They didn't fire him right away. They did fire him right away. But the report that came out was Harden wanted him gone. Harden was the main voice in that firing. So if you're gonna listen to Harden there, why not pay him and then, go on, move forward with him? Why shun him, embarrass him basically, and then not pay him? Makes no sense.
Okay, I'll give you that management didn't prioritize around the right player as far as their franchise player. I mean, we've seen that since this whole Philly debacle has been going on. I mean, shit, going back since Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
So I'll give you that. But isn't that part of, if you're Joel Embiid, don't you go to the front office? He's like, why are y'all too much focused on James Harden when I'm the guy y'all drafted who's been here since the beginning? Wouldn't he? Maybe that's just not part of his makeup. But if you're a franchise player, you know you have that much power. Shouldn't you, if you're frustrated or you see somebody getting treatment going on, shouldn't you be that authoritative figure and say, hey, nah, keep Doc Rivers.
Or pay James Harden. Do that.
One or two.
Come in there and say, hey, what's going on? I'm hearing he calling you a liar, bro. What you say? What you tell him further? What you tell him? Why aren't you paying him?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why my first question would have been, what's going on with this whole Harden situation? I'm not sure what's going on in the front office. I'm not sure if he talked to them or not. But it appears that he hasn't. And that's a problem to me. And the way he plays is a problem to me. And they allow it. So the whole franchise is a whole problem franchise to me.
Not too many. I mean, really, it's really not too many authoritative figures you can get that can really fix them. Like you said, unless you ship him down to Miami, Pat Riley, because we know Pat Riley will get his ass in check.
Pat Riley will get his ass in check. Like it's some coaches out there that would get his ass in check, but they probably wouldn't want him on the team at this point because the team's already kind of set.
Right.
Like Michael Malone would get his ass in check ASAP. I think Darvin Ham would maybe. Darvin Ham kind of soft. I don't know. We'll see. Ty Lue definitely would. Definitely would.
Or there are players that you can maybe acquire that they
gotta be a player, you gotta check him in, or you gotta be himself. Like you gotta be yourself, or you gotta be able to check yourself. Like, all right, watch the film. I know they watch film. You gotta see the effort and be like, that's bullshit. And if the coach ain't calling him out, I'm putting that shit on repeat in film sessions. I'm rewinding it. I ain't saying just keep rewinding it. What's going on here?
I know there's one.
I asked him, what were you thinking there? What's thought process? I need to know thought process. I need to know what's going through your head when you punch this pass.
I know there's one guy that will call him out on the bullshit, and we just talked about him. I guarantee you, if they trade for Jimmy Butler call him out on his bullshit. So
he definitely would. And I think Jimmy Butler is the kind of player that would make him play more assertively and make him play more aggressively and make him play more like he needs to play. But right now, he's just not. I'm not impressed at all with his level of play, his tendencies, his body language. I was not impressed at all with Joel Embiid. Now I'm mad that I said last year. Well, last year I said earlier I was saying he deserved MVP, but later I said Jokic deserved it. Jokic should have won MVP last year. Joel Embiid had a good year. Jokic should have won, and he's proven it again. Yeah, he's a better player. So overall,
yeah,
more consistent. People say he don't care. When he's out there on the court, he looks like he carried more than Joel Embiid to me. So, yeah, I'm not impressed with Joel Embiid at all. But Philly is in a good spot where they can. I think I spoke about this on Wednesday. They can flip their piece they got, in the James Harden trade, the Batum, KJ Martin. They probably keep him, but they can flip the pieces they have. They can flip those pieces and possibly get another, bigger name player to come in there and be a second or third scorer behind Joel and Tyrese Maxey, or Joel, and then second, and then Tyrese Maxey be third. But I'm not sure what they can get. But yeah, I think they can make some moves. They definitely will have to, because this team they have right now is good, but they're not gonna be good enough to get back to the EFC or ECF, Eastern Conference
Finals. Ben Simmons, and I just don't want to focus just on Ben Simmons, but I mean Brooklyn is just like, at this point he is what he's going to be. Those first few years of him being the All-Star, him averaging
18.
I think them days are pretty much over with, bro.
Yeah,
I think the NBA
last year I say we averaged 18, 7, and 7. Nowhere close to that. This year, even worse.
Yeah, scoring wise, I mean, but he's a patty game in other ways. I'm not.
I would say he looks healthy out there. You watch Brooklyn play, he's moving a lot better, moving more athletically than he did last year. He looks a lot better.
Yeah, like he's more locked in on the defensive end. So I'm not taking away, but for him, him being that scorer that we first seen him, or at least being more aggressive, attacking the rim, all that shit, I think that's dead.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, I don't see that coming back, man. And also, man, Brooklyn, I didn't watch y'all last few games. I'm not sure if y'all did this yet. Start Cam Johnson. What the fuck are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? I was trying to make his contract less for his re-up. What are y'all doing? The man averaging 30-something points there. Start the motherfucker. What are y'all doing? Jack Vaughn, if it's coming from you, start him. Front office coming from you, what y'all doing? Start him.
Cam Johnson or Cam Thomas? Which one?
Cam Thomas. I'm bad. Cam Thomas. I think I might say Cam Johnson. Cam Thomas.
Okay.
Cam Thomas should be a starter for that team for sure.
Yeah, because I would say because Cam Johnson, he's hurt right now.
I don't know how he's hurt. He just played for USA. This Team USA shit. If you a young player and you ain't proving shit for in the league, don't play. AR right now, you might got AR back to West Coast. You might got AR, but bro, you're not playing good, man. You should have set the season, set that summer out, and just worked out in LA. So your legs are shot right now, bro. I'm pissed. But yeah, same thing for him.
One guy who played in Team USA, who I mean, obviously his legs look a little shot right now to beginning of the season, but I like the team overall. Orlando.
Yeah.
I think Orlando, I mean, they're this young team just continue to grow and develop, man. Paolo Place, like I said, played with Team USA. Not off to the best start. Franz Wagner and Anthony's it's been their go-to guys. But
yeah, France played over there too. France played for his team over a FIBA World Championships too. So, you know, Paolo did. He ain't looking too great. France did. He carrying the load right now. So maybe it's just players built different. I don't know. But if you're an American, bro, I would not be trying to play in the FIBA World Cup. I'm trying to chill.
I just like Orlando's young nucleus. Like they're a young team that, like I said, if they keep most of their guys together, like next year should be the year where we see them take that next step as far as possibly play in or lower seed in the East.
Yeah, they got to figure out what they're doing at their guard situation. They have a lot of guards, too many point guards. I'm not really a huge. I've been saying this since he got drafted. Not hating on the guy at all, but I'm not a huge fan of Jalen Suggs. He's not having a bad season by any means. He's not a bad player by any means either. But he's just, I would rather start Cole Anthony personally.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, hell, right now Cole Anthony is your second leading scorer, and he's coming off the bench. Like,
yep.
Like, bro, what?
I'm not. They just paid him. They just paid him this offseason. I was saying even when they drafted Jalen, I'm like, why did they draft Jalen? They said they have Cole Anthony. It's going to be a conflict of interest right there. And you have Markel Fultz. So what the fuck are y'all doing?
Mm-hmm.
Just way too many point guards. And guards in general. Because don't they sell Gary Harris too?
Gary Harris, yeah. Markel Fultz.
He was killing like
Cole Anthony, yeah.
Yeah, way too many guards. Yeah, something with the guard situation. They really got to commit to a backcourt. Because they have been having the four guards rotations now for years. I think they are RJ Hampton too, don't they? RJ Hampton. I think he got cut this.
He ain't on the squad.
Yeah, he was there last year, but they picked him up last year. But they just got way too many guards. They got to really figure out who they want to commit to in their backcourt and really get them the reps and go with them.
Yeah, and I will say, just shout out to Jonathan Isaac. I was high on him coming out of college, Florida State, back in 2017. I'm just glad he's back healthy on the court, being able to play.
He was healthy last year and got hurt, right? Right when he came
back. Exactly. So
shout out to him for being back, though. It's good to see him.
I'm just glad he's back on the court. Like I said, man, I have no expectations for what he's going to be. This may be his last season in NBA. Who knows? But
that's not the Twitter talks about. Oh, I was expected to have a good season. That's just hope that he stays healthy this season. That's
exactly. That's all I care about.
Like T said, there should be no expectations for that man. Let's just go out to let him play.
I think that's all I got in the East so far. I haven't watched really too much Eastern Conference basketball. A few teams here and there so far.
Anything else in the East, man?
I just activated my league pass last night, so I will be tuned in to more Eastern Conference.
I ain't got too much else. Pacers whooped the team on the first night, and then they've been getting whooped too. So Pacers got to really figure it out too.
Yeah, Pacers got to figure it out. I'm gonna say this all year until he's no longer Chicago Bull. Free DeMar DeRozan. Last year, this deal. Just blow Chicago up, man. Trade Zach LaVine. Get rid of DeMar. Blow that situation up.
Trade DeMar. Trade Vooch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta just rebuild over there, man. The whole Lonzo situation really just kind of fucked them over, unfortunately, man. Shout out Zoe. Hopefully you get back next year. But that whole situation really just messed their whole lineup up, man. They had him, it would be a much better team. Not saying they would be, top 3-4 teams in the East, but they would definitely be probably a guaranteed top 6 team, probably, or at least playing team. If they all have decent seasons and stay healthy, But You know, with Zoe being out, they have really no point guard. Kobe White, shout out my UNC alum, but he's not a starting level point guard in the NBA. It's just call it how it is. You know, not having Zoe out there really set them back. Free Caruso, he there too.
Yeah.
Free my guy AC, man. He'd be a good pickup for any team out there. He's a good defensive guy. Shoot a little bit better now. He still can't shoot it for us, so I'm cool with him. Like everybody, so we're going back to LA now. I'm cool, but you still can't shoot. That good.
All right, I think that's all. I think that's all I got for the East. I said next week. I said I bet my league pass, so I will be more in tune with some Eastern Conference teams this week. Watch a lot more Eastern Conference basketball this week. So. Well, of course, obviously, we can end the NBA segment without talking about the young phenom, Victor Wembanyama, and we're gonna talk about the top 3 picks in this past year's draft, man. We'll start with Vic. What have you seen from him? What do you like? What do you dislike? How do you think the Spurs are handling his first week in NBA so far?
First off, shout out to the Spurs, man. They're handling it great. I think they're letting him play free. He's playing on the wing. He's playing on the mid post. Playing on the high post. Short corner. All kind of spots. We're trying to figure out, where he likes the ball probably and where his most efficient spots are going to be at. So they're getting them chances everywhere. So I love that for him. As far as Wemby, his play goes, he's playing pretty good. He's having some slow first halves, and he's coming out in the second half and having pretty good second halves. I think that's just him getting a little more comfortable in the games a little bit, seeing how the flow of the game is going, and him getting possibly adjustments they're making at halftime. I'm not sure. And what he's doing, he needs to definitely cut down turnovers. He's averaging almost 5 turnovers a game right now. And I think he's doing a little bit too much of like trying to do in the half court and the fast break, just getting the ball and going and handling the ball a little bit too much. He has to make his moves a lot more quicker and precise, and a lot more like, I'm gonna just go to this move. Not like he's thinking a little bit too much. Sometimes out there in the court is causing turnovers, jump passes and shit like that, which I think will get better as the game goes along. But definitely gotta get stronger. But I'm impressed by him so far. I think he's playing pretty good considering all the hype that he has, all the pressure he has on himself. He's definitely no LeBron James, so we cut that shit out right now. He's no LeBron, but I think all things considered, he's playing pretty good. Averaging 16, 7, block and a half, assist and a half. Decent right now. I think they're not giving him the ball enough either. Once he earns that respect level of his teammates, he'll start getting more opportunities and better opportunities as far as the half-court offense goes, and getting more quality looks. Right now, he's kind of forcing up some shots when he gets the ball because he ain't getting in enough. But that's all comes in due time when he's playing with these guys and getting equity with these guys, build up with these guys, showing them that he's going to be there for them on defense. He's going to play hard for him. He actually can score. So I think that'll come in due time as his team gets him more involved. And the coach is going to make him get him more involved.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, if there is one organization that will get him right as far as a pro, it's San Antonio. Like Pop is still there. Pop's the GOAT. He knows what he's doing. Knows how to handle the situation. I
was worried about that though, T, because of what happened with Kawhi. Only because of the Kawhi situation. That was the latest star he had. That went south. So I was a little worried about him and Wemby.
Yeah, but kind of different situations though, because when he first got Kawhi, he was still on the back end of Tim Duncan and them. So, and they still had aspirations to win championships. I think Pop knows now this is a long-term project. They're not expected to win, so he has more time.
Well, more time
to groom.
Supposed to be a role player, defensive stopper.
So, but I'm with you. I like the way how they're handling so far. I'm with you. You got to definitely cut down the turnovers. I don't think personally he needs to handle the rock that much. Like he doesn't like that. We know he can handle the rock. We know he can get the rebound and push. But I don't think he needs to do that much. Like say, get him
right now. Like decision making isn't that developed yet. So that's what's
right.
All the turnovers too.
Let's get him a half court. Get him the rock where he feels comfortable and let him go to work there.
Or he's going to be like 1 or 2 dribbles. It ain't going to be 7 dribbles. You know what I'm
saying? Exactly. Like I said, I like the situation he's in. Spurs as a whole, man, hey, playing hard. That's
They
one
are,
thing
man.
we know about a pop coach team. Them dudes will play hard. They stole an impressive win the other night against Phoenix.
Very impressive. Only let the game for 2 seconds.
Right. Hey, but that's all that mattered. That's all that mattered. With you, he's definitely not LeBron, but he will be a factor in the league for a long time, as long as he stay healthy. And future is bright for San Antonio and Victor Wembanyama. I've been thoroughly impressed with what I've seen so far.
I agree, man. I agree, 100%.
Number 2 overall pick, Brandon Miller.
Yeah, we were kind of critical of, didn't know what he was going to do this year. Watching any games so far? What do you think?
I've watched no games, just highlights, and read a few articles about what's been written about him, and basically the expectation I had for him, he's far exceeded my expectations so far. I've been on record saying that he's about 3 to 4 years we will really start to see Brandon Miller, what he can really be in the NBA. Just give him time, but hey, off rip right now he's been killing. But I think that just comes with playing with honestly like no expectation. That's a young team down there. Like shit, just let him just go out there and hoop for real.
Yeah.
And when you got a guy like hooping with a guy like LaMelo, he'll get you in the right spot.
He'll get the ball. He definitely get the ball. You'll get opportunities.
It'll definitely get you to get your ball in the right spot. So I think he's just down there hooping, man. I think for the most part, I think they embraced him, embraced Brandon Miller down there. I know he's still dealing with that situation in Alabama, but for the most part, what I've read, guys in the locker room, they love him. Got his back, so I think he's just hooping. So I've been thoroughly impressed through the first week. That highlights I've seen of Brandon Miller, and he's far exceeded what I expected, because I was expecting him to be a long-term project.
I agree. I was kind of expecting the same thing. I haven't watched a full game of theirs, but I have dibbled and dabbled. Watched a couple quarters of them. Of course, see the highlights like you do. Brandon Miller he's definitely been impressive. I didn't think he would have this big of an impact early. As far as I knew he would make some highlight plays as far as dunks and everything goes. He's 6'9" athletic wing guard. So I knew he would at least make some highlight plays early, because if the fast breaks are catching bodies, he does both.
Man,
my thing is his 3-point ball is definitely transitioned to the NBA. I'm not sure what percentage is, but it's watching the games. He's shooting with confidence, as he's confident in shooting the ball, and the team's confident in him shooting no shots. So it's showing me that he's making them in practice, and that they're confident in giving them those looks. So as long as he keeps working on that jumper, it's going to keep falling at a higher and higher clip. Averaging 15, 6, and 2 right now. So Charlotte is not a team where you see rookies go in and have big impact. So the fact that he's doing this shows me that he's probably different than every other rookie they had, like Melo Ball was. The other rookies they had down there, Boat Knight, not doing too good. About to be off the team. Who's the other one they had down there? Big guy, big kid from Duke, Williams. He's still showing signs, but he may be a 3 or 4 year project. But you don't typically see rookies going to Charlotte and have big impacts, because culture is not that great down there. Don't have a lot of vets down there, so you don't see that kind of happen a lot. So seeing him come in and be impactful, shows me that he possibly different.
Fair. And then the last top 3, Scoot Henderson up in Portland. I watched
so far.
I watched a half of Portland, and Scoot, woo, man, struggling shooting that rock, boy. He's struggling so far. But
yeah, tough start to his rookie season. Hopefully his confidence is not wavering. I know it can be very shattering for your confidence. You coming in, you hype, coming in off a G League stint where you was there for 2 years, putting up good numbers. And you come into the league and you averaging 8, 9 points. Not shooting a good percentage from the field. Looking a little bit unsure of yourself out there at times. Definitely has the body and the physique to play in the league, but he definitely has to work on that jumper a little bit more to get that thing more consistent. I think it's better than he's shooting so far too. So I think he's having some bad games right now, but I think once he mellows out a little bit, once he gets a little more comfortable, I think he'll play a little better.
Yeah, for sure. I think having a coach like Chauncey Billups would definitely help. I mean, Chauncey, he's been in that situation before, so
yeah,
definitely helped the young guy. But then I think possibly what could be hurting him too is, I mean, just obviously the play of Malcolm Brogdon, and no, I'm not trying to say this in a bad way, but Jeremy Grant, because I think Scoot is a guy who needs, like I said, he's getting minutes out there, he's getting playing time, but those guys are pros. Like they still figure they can win. They want to win. Scoot needs to be like in a Brandon Miller situation. Like no expectation in Portland. Just go out here and hoop, man. They acquired DeAndre Ayton, trying to get all these guys involved. They still got Shaden Sharp, Anthony Simon. So those guys can score.
Yeah, maybe they'll need a little more room with. I think Anthony's out right now. I think he's hurt. So maybe they'll get Scoot a little bit more minutes, maybe a little bit more time to get more shots, possibly get a little more comfortable. But yeah, I'm not sure what Age is doing over there. He came out. What do you call himself? Dominating.
Yeah.
What are you dominating? It ain't points, it ain't rebounds, it ain't blocks, it ain't nothing out there on the court. I don't know what you're dominating, but it ain't anything in basketball.
Not at all. So.
I expect it better from him this year with more opportunities. Everybody was saying, oh yeah, he's in Phoenix. He ain't now. He's gonna be in Portland. He's gonna be probably a focal point of offense. One of the probably top 3 at least. Not gonna happen.
What they failed to realize in Phoenix is like he was getting spoon-fed buckets.
Yep, getting lobs, getting open layups. He's the shots, man. He ain't getting that same shit in Portland. He's not a back to the basket player.
Exactly. He is not the type of player where you can toss it down him and say go get a bucket. No, he is not that.
Yep, so. He is not that. He's an athletic big that can catch lobs, block shots. He's like a better version of Nerlens Noel.
That's a hell of a
way better version, because Nerlens Noel didn't do anything in the league. He did a couple things in the league. He had a good stint, some decent stints, but he's like a better version of Nerlens Noel.
Hell of a comparison.
So,
but I expect. I mean, I don't expect Scoot to continue to average 8 points. I expect. I give it about a month before we start seeing him coming of his own. I give about a month.
Yeah, you're right though about Brogdon. Brogdon coming in, killing is definitely gonna hurt him, because they're like, Chauncey want to win. Chauncey, his job gonna be on line here pretty soon. He ain't got that many years to be sitting there taking 15-win seasons. So he's trying to win. And they already have enough draft picks. They already have enough young talent. They don't need no more top draft picks. They need to go out here and win. It's time for you to start developing your young players, and you start getting to, all right, maybe 11th seed this year. We almost made the play and we didn't get there, but next year we gotta go 9th, 8th, somewhere up there. It's gonna be a big. I think he got max 2 more years in Portland.
For sure.
Turn around too, and by next season, if he starts to turn around in regular season, he's gonna be on hot seat.
For sure. So, I mean, right now I looked at the odds earlier. Wemby is still favorite to win MVP. Not MVP, Rookie of the Year.
Damn, that's changed.
Is he right now? You still like that? Still him? Favors odds on favors to win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I still like Wemby. I think he's only going to get better as season goes on. He's only going to get more opportunities as season goes on. Possibly, maybe one of those guys, Keldon Johnson or Devin Vassell, gets hurt. Maybe, who knows? Misses some games. I'm going to pop him into that more. I got the ball in my hands a little bit more. Those 2 guys are the main guys taking most of the shots, which I don't blame them. Both got paid. Both deserve it. They both been there putting in work for years. They deserve to take all the shots right now. Wemby, I'm sorry. They deserve it. You got to earn it. We don't know you, bro. You just came here from France. Good luck, bro. You got to earn it. Now, when you start earning it and showing me that you deserve it, I'm going to give you the ball, because you 7'5", you do everything. But until then, let you go out here and get your feet wet a little bit. But when it's go time, you can fucking ball. Until you prove me otherwise. But he kind of did the other night. He kind of proved me otherwise. But second half, when we give me the ball, first half, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I think Wemby's going to win Rookie of the Year.
All right. We're just about about an hour away from the beginning of the in-season tournament play, man. Make sure y'all tap in. 2 games on ESPN tonight. Then obviously, I'm not even about to plug, but there's a way you can get 3 months free league pass. You do the research and find out how you can get it. But you can get free league pass so you can watch all the other in-season tournament games tonight.
Tap in.
Knicks Bucks on ESPN tonight, and followed by Mavs Nuggets. So 2 in-season tournament.
Good games, man. I'm excited to see that Mavs Nuggets joint, man. I'm excited to see both teams are hot right now. I think Nuggets only lost like 1 or 2 games. Mavs undefeated, like you said earlier. So Luka on a burner, Jokic on a burner too. Shit, I'm excited to see it.
The game now, but there is another game on the slate that's very interesting. I think I know you'll love Warriors Thunder.
I was about to say probably gonna be Warriors. Yeah, man. Shout out SGA. He's been killing it this season already too. Chet's been doing pretty good too. When you talk about Chet a little bit, it was my dark horse rookie of the year. If it ain't Wemby, I think it's gonna be Chet. I don't think it's gonna be Brandon Miller or Scoot. I think it's gonna be Chet if it's not Wemby. But yeah, I'm excited to see that one too, man. I think Thunder is my sleeper team this year.
All right, so that's a full slate of in-season tournament games tonight, man. Make sure I tap into that. Before we move on NBA, shout out to my guy Debo, man, passing Larry Legend, all-time scoring list. So
that's big. Damn, Larry Legend got passed by DeMar DeRozan. That's not a good look, man. Shout out to DeMar DeRozan, though. Shout out to DeMar DeRozan.
Remember, all 2s, no 3s. So
he was hitting 3s, but he didn't play that long though.
Yeah,
Larry played like what 13 years, something like that.
Yeah.
These days, niggas playing minimum 17. you like that, and he did have back issues and shit. So I get why he had to bow out early, but shit.
Call it a career early. So.
Hopefully, guys like Wemby and we already see KD up there at 17. Guys, so we got that. Hopefully, they get to play that long. You can see them break all these records. I want to see that shit.
Nah, for sure. Shit, the way Bron going, shit. I don't think nobody about to pass. I don't think we gonna see Bron.
They ain't passing Bron. They ain't playing 21 years without major injuries. That's not happening.
Yeah.
Even if they do, they ain't gonna be that good. So,
all right. What we hear next? My way down to the wire. 513 Sports Spirits Friday, man. Make sure I tap in with everything down to the wire. 513. What we got left?
Are we gonna do fantasy or college football? Well, we can't really dibble into fantasy that much. But what do you want to get into?
Let's go college football. I like the games going on this weekend. Huge slate of games, capped off by LSU at Alabama Saturday night. That should be a good one.
Great one.
Obviously, well, before we get into that and rapid fire, I mean, obviously Michigan, whole cheating scandal, stealing signs, man.
Got guys on the sidelines in disguises, bro. What's going on, man? Yo, what's going on, bro? What's going on? If that was that coach, Stallion, whatever his name was, how did he get a Central Michigan whole fit? Like, what's going on? Y'all got a mole in y'all system. I gotta get that mole figured out first and foremost. But that scandal was crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. It said overall Stallions purchased tickets to more than 35 games in at least 17 stadiums over the past 3 years.
That's a lot of games in 3 years now. Now I'm all for scouting. Hey, I'm all for stealing signs. If you doing it, from the stands and shit, you see they doing something, that's regular scouting to me. That's not stealing, that's scouting. If you're making it that obvious and we can know what you're doing by tapping your helmet or tapping your elbow, that's called scouting. But if they are on the sidelines or taking videos of the sideline people and all that shit, I'm not with that shit at all. That to me is cheating.
Yeah,
that's taking it too far. You're trying to infiltrate the team. You got your coach over there on the sideline with them, hearing the sign, hearing the terminology, hearing how they game plan and shit. That's not cool. But if you just go into the games and watching from the stands and seeing they doing shit, hey, that's called being a good scout.
Yeah, I mean, there's really
too far.
Yeah, I mean, because there's really no. I mean, one, there's really not like not a rule in place to prevent this from happening. Honestly, and so that's one thing I first read when it's holding when there's not technically a rule against sign stealing. And hell,
everybody does it. From what I hear, everybody does it.
Yeah, I mean, hell, when you watching NFL games, what made Tony Romo so fucking good at what he does? he was fucking calling out the quarterback, what the quarterback was doing before
I didn't hear Tarren Randall back here. Call on the play before it happens.
So it's nothing new. I mean, it's Michigan, so I'm a trash. I'm a dog. Michigan.
Right.
I want them to get the worst punishment possible, but like, it's not a big deal. If that's a big deal, fucking, if your opponent change fucking signs every week, you should be doing that anyway.
You should be doing it anyway. Like, I don't know why, if you're a team that you have the same signs every week anyway, you should be changing them up. Or at least game by game. All right, last week we did this for blitz. This week, this is going to be no blitz. Like, all right, switch up a little bit. Damn, make it elementary as possible. Switch it up a little bit.
You could do so much pregame shit that switch it up. Like, come on, like, so.
That's. Hey, I gotta say, if they honestly got niggas on the sidelines and shit, disguises. I'm not with that, but if they just in the stands doing regular ass scouting and they catch out signs picked up, that's on you guys.
But what I will say this, I mean, overall, this is just a bad, a black eye for college football, man.
Yep. And for Harbaugh in Michigan. Michigan already was Harbaugh at Michigan, because he took a pay cut 2 years ago. Last year he bounced back a little bit. He had a good year last year, but this is a black eye. It's like, all right, they have a good year last year because y'all was still in signs. Is that what happened? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, sticky situation, man, sticky.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I mean, hell, I think Harbaugh only signed a 1-year deal, so I think technically, he could after this year. I think he could just walk away. I think it's a 1 or 2 year deal, not a long-term deal. So I mean, if Michigan wanted to, they can move on from him. But still, I think they'll still like give him like a ban, like a playoff ban or something, even if they do move on from him. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's really that big of a deal. Like I said, teams change your signs every week. Don't have to worry about it.
Yep. Keep it simple.
All right. Well, I guess talking college. Oh, and also we got to mention Colorado players. Man, they had their few players had some of their jewelry stolen last week in the Rose Bowl at UCLA. I mean, it's unfortunate that it happened, but at the end of the day, you're in LA. I know that,
man. You're gonna get set up.
You're in LA, y'all. I mean, I guarantee they've been hyping, they've been prepping that since the moment y'all burst on the campus, doing all this, flashing all your jewelry, all that. They've been scheming on this.
They probably got somebody to apply for the security job. As soon as they saw that shit, they go apply for that job real quick. Bro, you got in? We in there.
Yep.
As soon as the game go underway, ain't anybody looking back here. Security guard let his niggas in there probably, and they just went ham.
Yeah, I know Deion said Rose Bowl got a lot of money. He wants full reimbursement of them. But
said Rose Bowl, the granddaddy of them all, right? They got the money. I can't say that I disagree with them at that. The team leaves their stuff in your facilities to go out there and play a game in your facilities. Well, you have anybody watching it, it's gonna make sure they don't get stolen. If they got stolen, it's something y'all watch. That should be fully reimbursed by the whole facility.
Yeah, that's fair. And hell, I mean, it's obviously an inside job. So like, where the fuck is the cameras and shit at? Like,
yeah, inside job for sure, definitely. LA, come on, bro. You know how many home invasions they do? They got this shit down pat.
That home invasion, car, bro. Yeah,
that was easy work for them.
Easy work.
Easy work. I wonder if they did it before halftime or after. Probably after halftime, probably, right? You gotta do it. We can't have come back in halftime and see that shit going. We gotta do it. You gotta do it after halftime. Crazy, man. Praise to involved for those young men. I know they spent their hard-earned money, hard-earned NIL money on that jewelry. So hopefully they can get their stuff back, or at least get reimbursed for it. And, hopefully they make smarter decisions to purchase this next time and get insurance with their jewelry. So if it happens again, they can get reimbursed through the insurance company and from that facility. Let's fuck them. They need to pay up.
Tough life lesson.
Yep.
I mean, I know I can't speak for everybody, but I know what it's like having something stolen from you and shit. You feel like, man.
Like yesterday, the very first, I think it was iPhone 4, one of the big upgrade iPhones. First day I had that shit. Went hooping somewhere, shit got stolen. I was livid. Went through everybody's pockets, couldn't find that shit. Livid. So I know how I feel. It was just an iPhone. I know how that shit feel. Be losing tens of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry. I'll be livid.
All right, but like I said, man, a huge slate of college football this weekend. It's going to knock out college football rapid fire right quick. We'll start obviously tomorrow, noon kickoff. Number 23, Kansas State at number 7, Texas.
This is at Texas.
At Texas, yep.
Yeah, give me Texas.
Yeah, give me Texas. I don't see I think Texas that loss against Alabama was a big wake up call.
They might win out.
Yeah, I don't see Texas losing the game rest of the year.
Shout Sark.
Texas A&M at Ole Miss.
I'm gonna go Ole Miss, man. I think Lane Kiffin gonna bounce them boys back. Get it up.
I'm going upset. I'm going upset.
They top 10, right? They top 10, right in the nation.
Ole Miss top 10.
Ole Miss, that's big. That's big.
Top 10. I'm going upset on the road. I think Jimbo Fisher's gonna have these boys hungry. I believe Ole Miss coming off a bye, or if not, they didn't play nobody tough last week.
They had a bye last week, but hey, top 10 ranking is huge for Ole Miss.
Yeah. If it was a later kickoff, I would lean Ole Miss, but noon kickoffs in the SEC, something weird always happens. So I think I'm going upset here. Number 15, Notre Dame at Clemson.
I'm going Notre Dame. I look you want to go Clemson, but I'm going Notre Dame.
I'm going Clemson at the crib.
I ain't mad at it.
I'm just going at the crib. No reason why it's just.
I ain't mad at it. I've been hearing they still got Dabo, right? I've been hearing it takes him, man. He got shut up. He got shut the fuck up, bro. Like, just be quiet, bro. So yeah, nah, give me Notre Dame.
yeah, Dabo Swinney is not it's not in everybody's good graces over at Clemson.
He is not media trained at all. Like, what do he be saying to the media, bro? Just shut the fuck up. Keep it very basic. Give a basic answer, bro. You gotta be real with the media every day, bro. I respect it though. I respect it. But damn.
3:30 kickoff. Number 12 Missouri at number 2 Georgia.
Big game here. Mizzou's having a great season.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Mizzou. I was talking to my little brother over the weekend, Ash brother. He played Arkansas. They played Mizzou a couple weeks ago out there. He said Mizzou is tough. He said they tough. And he went to Maryland before, Big Ten school.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas, SEC school. He said totally differently. He said it's like playing JV and varsity. He said every week it's like Michigan, Ohio State. Every week.
Mm-hmm.
That said, give me Georgia. I think Georgia's pissed that Ohio State got them more ranking in the college football rankings. First one, that they pissed. They're gonna make it ugly.
Yeah, I think that obviously, I think the reason they put Ohio State,
but they have better wins.
That's the reason they have better wins, better resume builders. But Georgia comes out here and dominates number 12 Missouri. Georgia easily jump Ohio State.
That'd be a hell of a statement because right now, if I'm Georgia, if I'm any player in Georgia or from Kirby, it's great now Kirby.
Yeah,
I'm pissed. I'm pissed that they put Ohio State above us after we just back to this shit. I'm pissed. I'm coming out hard.
Yeah, they come out and crush Missouri like they're supposed to. Yeah, Georgia will be number 1 next week.
Kirby, yeah, them good at pep talk. You gonna be there spending some shit, spending fire some niggas. They'll come out ready. They coming out ready to play.
Especially with Ohio State playing Rutgers. Rutgers is better than they have been in the past, but it's still Rutgers.
Should be a big win. If Ohio State don't win big and Clemson wins considerably, it's over.
Yeah, for sure. Number 9 Oklahoma at number 22 Oklahoma State.
Rivalry game.
Yeah.
Give me Oklahoma. Or no, is that Oklahoma State?
I go Oklahoma State.
Not too far. You give me Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'm going to Oklahoma. I'm still not sold on Oklahoma State's quarterback situation. I trust Dylan Gabriel more than the guy they got at Oklahoma State. So yeah, I'm going Oklahoma on the road. Any more top 10 matchups? There's 2 more. Yeah. Saturday night is gonna be a fun game. Fun night. Number 5 Washington at number 20 USC.
I'm not sold on USC at all, man. I know I picked them early in the season, before the season started. I picked them to go into the Final Four. It ain't happening.
Oh yeah, we know that ain't happening
It's
now.
not happening. Caleb Williams is I think he slipped number 2 now in Heisman voting or Heisman favorites. Good reason. He's not playing up to par this year. Give me Washington State.
Just regular Washington.
Give me Washington.
Yeah, Michael Penix Jr., the person who should be leading the Heisman race right now. This is your Heisman moment. I mean, people want to say Oregon was this Heisman moment. This is another. I think this is a game to solidify your Heisman moment.
Yep.
Go in on the road, knock off Caleb Williams and USC, knock them out of the top 25. I think they get it done. Give me Washington. Like I said, I'm not so. Caleb Williams has been up and down, and USC's defense has been terrible.
Terrible, man. Horrid.
Terrible.
Horrid. The word on the streets, Link Riley might be on the way out to the NFL. Word on the streets. Not sure if it's true or not. I'm just reporting it. Word on the streets. Link Riley might be running to the NFL.
That won't be surprising, especially if Caleb Williams goes to the NFL. It's like I have nothing.
After this year, after you having this is supposed to be the year they was going to be at least in the Final Four, at least.
Right.
After the year having this year, you're not going to get better quarterback than Caleb Williams next year. So yeah, I'm not mad at him if he gets a call from Vegas. I'm not mad at him a job.
Why? Well, I guess I'm not mad because it's part of the business, but he just got committed the #1 quarterback in the country to play with him. Commit to USC. So if you do leave now, it's like, bro, you told this kid that I'm here.
And you had, I mean, they had jumped a lot of hoops to get you, bro. They had to pay off your contract, pay off your houses in Oklahoma. Man. Value a house here in California ain't cheap.
And you gonna leave after 2 years? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure. The rumor I heard, I'm not sure. I don't think he spoke on it yet. Rumors, and if they spoke, that's fire, bro. Especially in college coaches, these niggas be lying. So if there's rumor out there, it's definitely some noise. I believe noise. I think it's somebody out there talking. His agent. Somebody calling, making calls.
Then last game of the weekend, arguably, I mean, you could say Washington USC is the game of the weekend, but I think this is really the game of the weekend. Number 14 LSU at number 8 Alabama.
Yeah, I would definitely call this game of the week. SEC, basically NFL. Give me Bama at home.
That's fair. And I figure you're gonna go Bama anyway, because I mean you've been on here. Anything Chip Brian Kelly, you ain't rocking with. So
fuck him.
Anything Brian Kelly, you are not rocking with. Man. I like Jaden Daniels a lot more than I like Jalen Milroe. But like you said, it's just something with them being at home that I think it's going to get Bama the edge. So yeah, give me Bama. I'm leaning Bama. But Jalen Daniels is going to ball out though.
Yeah, he probably out there getting Milroe. Milroe ain't that good. Next year maybe it'll be his year. This year he's not that good.
Yeah,
we'll see how he develops. Shout out Saban. I'll do fuck with Saban, man. He be a Pat McAfee show. He be spend some game. Good ass what he be having.
And then I just question, just yes or no. Does number 16 Oregon State at Colorado? You know Colorado's on a 2-game losing streak right now. They're still not bowl eligible right now. They need 2 more wins. Can they beat Oregon State, and 2, will they become bowl eligible and playing a bowl game this year?
They can beat Oregon State. Will they beat them? Probably not. They've just been too up and down this season. The defense and the offensive line definitely need some dogs, like Deion said. Mm-hmm. They can win, but I don't think they will beat Oregon State. I do think they become bowl eligible though. They'll get the 4 wins somehow. The 4 was 5 wins, right?
6 wins.
6, okay. Oh, they got 3, right? Or
they got 4.
They got 4 now. Shit. Shout out to them.
And they got 4 games left. Oregon State, Arizona, Washington State, and Utah are left.
I didn't know that before I said that, but I'm gonna stick with my decision. I think they're gonna make it in. Bowl eligible.
Yeah, that defense against Oregon State. One thing Oregon State can do is run the rock. And we've seen that what their defense can do. Deion just got to get some dollars in there, get his defense set next year. They won't beat Oregon State, but I think they'll cover the 15.5. All right. Down to the wire, 513 Sports and Spirits Friday, man. Make sure you tap in with us. Everything down to the wire, 513. Let's go and jump right here, man. This is our fantasy football starts, picks, sleepers, studs, does, whatever. All things going this week. Our fantasy football advice. Let's go on and give the folks a few people they should be having in their lineup this week.
Let's do it, brother. Let's do it. You want to start us off?
Yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and start us off this week. I feel like he gonna bite. I feel like he gonna bite me. But just based off the team they're playing and the numbers that this defense has been giving up, start Dak Prescott.
I ain't mad at that.
Big game against Philly. Philly's pass defense has not been good this year. You let Sam Howell pick y'all apart twice.
That's true.
Twice.
That's true.
Kirk Cousins 8 in week 2. Dak has been playing better the past week, coming up a big win last week against the Rams. I got Dak as one of my starts this week. So start Dak Prescott.
I ain't mad at that. I'm gonna stay with the Cowboys actually. I think start Tony Pollard. A lot of noise this week about the Cowboys making a move to get a running back. They didn't do that. I think Pollard should come out and be mad about that. Like, all right, y'all think I ain't good enough to do this shit? Go out there and make it happen. I think they may not be running the ball. Maybe some catches too in there. Like you said, their pass defense ain't been that great. So yeah, I think start Tony Pollard.
I'm going to start. I'm going to sit here. Sticking with quarterback. I shouldn't have to tell you this, but just in case if you were even thinking about it, just because of the team they're playing, don't start Daniel Jones. I know they're playing the Las Vegas Raiders. Defense has been suspect so far.
Terrible,
but it's still Daniel Jones. He stinks. He sucks. It's the reason that offense looked much better with Tyrod at the helm, and then plus Darren Waller this week. So one of the big play weapons is down. So yeah, sit Daniel Jones.
Crazy. I think he want to play this week because he's playing his old team. I know he probably hurting that he's out.
If you have Daniel Jones on your team, I don't know why you even have it, but have
him. The roster right now, they got him. Not starting nobody, got him on the team. I don't know about that. Don't know about that.
But yeah, sit Daniel Jones if you are considering starting.
This is gonna be a risky one. I'm gonna call it out. Sit Tua.
Ooh.
Every time the Miami Dolphins play, good team. Offense scores in the 20s. I could have went Tyreek Hill. I could have went Jalen Waddle. I'm going to it. Sit to it. Could regret it. I regret it. I don't know. I regret it. Last week I said sit Burrow. He killed it. So I regretted it last week. Could regret it again this week. I'm saying sit to it.
I think that might. Oh man, I think that might be one you regret, brother.
Early game, bro. Early game.
Yeah, we talked about it Wednesday. Depending on how early they got over to Germany.
Hope I'm wrong because I do want the Dolphins to win that game. I do want the Bills to take the L. Or they ain't playing the Bills. I do want the
Chiefs
take the L. But every time they play a good team, bro, it just don't be the same, bro. I'm just going off what I see in history. If they prove me wrong, good for them. Hope they do.
All right, I'm going to start. Must start. Let's go wide receiver. Let's go right here in Cincinnati. This guy is a number one receiver, but he has yet shown that this year. Been too inconsistent. It's time for this guy to have a breakout game. Sunday Night Football. Go ahead and start T. Higgins.
I like it, brother. I like it.
It's time for T. It's time for T to have a breakout game. I said we all know that the situation between the Bengals and Bills last year, the Damar Hamlin situation, and T. Higgins was involved in the play. It's time for Bengals and them to put all this in the past, put it behind them. It's time for T to put this behind them. T's about to go out here and feast. So get T. Higgins in the lineup. I'm predicting 2 touchdowns for T this week.
I like that. And I actually wrote this down before we had this segment. I think you start Joe Burrow. I said last week, sit Burrow. He killed it last week. I think he's on a burner. He looks a lot healthier than he did earlier in the season. He's shaking off tackles, which I didn't think he would ever do this season. I thought if he got tackled, he would tear his Achilles. So, knock on wood. I'm happy that he's looks a lot healthier. But he proved me wrong last week. I thought it would be a tough week for him, coming off bye against that tough San Fran defense. But he came out and proved me wrong. I think this week is the week that the Bengals assert themselves, like certainly put themselves back on the map. Like, all right, yeah, we won some games. Come on, bye week. Yeah, San Fran was a good, impressive win. This is the game we got them win last year until unfortunate situation happened. But this year we're gonna show them last year. We beat the ass last year. We're gonna show y'all this year. Bring it out the gym, off the field, I should say.
That's fair,
bro.
Nah. I definitely think back-to-back wins against obviously 49ers last week and Buffalo. I definitely put. I guarantee.
Put some up here, man.
Especially if they do this and the Chiefs lose, I guarantee Monday we hear Bengals Super Bowl favorites in the AFC.
It's gonna be a whole total turnaround, bro. Total turnaround than we were hearing just 2 weeks ago.
I guarantee that.
Like the NFL media or just the media and sports media and all is just so fickle. Just so fickle, man.
So, the last I got this is I'm just giving my fantasy advice from a Vikings perspective. We're starting a rookie, Jared Hall this week. We got Atlanta. I know Jordan Addison has been feasting the past few weeks, really all season.
He's been killing.
Start your own risk. I'm keeping him in my lineup. It's a reason that Jared Hall is on this team. Kevin O'Connell, I think offensive mind. I think he can make the playbook as simple as possible for this kid. So I continue to think Jordan Addison will at least catch a touchdown. I'm not saying the kid's gonna go Hall's gonna go ahead to throw up 300 numbers, 5 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns. Not saying that. We will score points, and Jordan Addison will be on the recipient of that touchdown. So
I agree with that. I like it.
Start Jordan Addison.
I like that. My last one is going to be a bubble. Could be a sleeper. It could be a bust if you start this guy because of what's going on in the team. You spoke about this team earlier. Las Vegas Raiders going to Devontae Adams. Very frustrated after the last game. Jimmy G is not starting anymore.
Hey, O'Connell's a starter.
The new quarterback out there. Who knows how the chemistry looks with Devontae Adams? I'm not sure if he's been getting any first team reps recently. I know he probably did a couple weeks ago when Jimmy was out, but who knows how it's going to look? Devontae already pissed off. Got a new coach in there. The new GM already in there, interims, but still, it's just a lot of turmoil going on. He may either have a huge game or he getting shut down.
Facts. So I'm right there with you.
I don't think he's gonna have like an 80 yard game. It's either gonna be 15 yards, 10 targets, 2 catches, or the targets are just crazy. He's just missing, throwing them over his head, or it's gonna be 155 yards, 2 touchdowns, kind of performance round.
That's fair. But I did say on Wednesday I do think Devontae Adams will catch his first touchdown pass. So playing against the Giants too, who's terrible. A.N. O'Connell, he's okay. But I do think Devontae Adams will ball and catch a touchdown. Look a lot better than he had.
He had 2 open ones last week that Jimmy G just
overthrew.
So hopefully he can get his first touchdown. Hopefully he's not as frustrated as he was at the end of this game, previous game this past weekend.
And I think Antonio Pierce will have them boys fired up.
They love him. I'm hearing the players totally bought into him. He probably won't get the job full time, after the season's over. But hopefully he puts his case out there to be at least maybe a DC. I think he's defensive guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he gets his hat into the DC jobs out there, maybe.
All right, last but not least, before we get up out of here, our Down to Wire 513 Parlay. You hit last week, brother. So
last week hit. If y'all listened to me last week, I said, hey, I wasn't sure. I was being safe last week, though. Hit last week, though, man. So
it might be me. You see, you hit when I went here, so it might be me.
Hey, I don't know, T. I don't know, bro. I was being conservative last week. I was being very conservative. We be trying to pick a little, some good ones that's gonna give us some more money. I was being a little conservative last week. 10 still got you $72 though. So if you put 10 on it, you want $70 out of it. That's a pretty good bet, if you ask me.
Still some.
Yeah.
How many did you go? 3 or 4?
Last week I went 4.
4. Okay.
I went 4, but I switched it up. I know we was doing like money line and the points. I did the over under. I did over on some points on I think the Ravens game, I believe it was. Everything else money line or point spread covered up.
All right, nah, I like it. Hey, all money is good money, no matter how it comes. So
yeah.
So I got DraftKings pulled up here. I'll go ahead and get it started. I said this on Wednesday, that this spread was too low. And I will be gladly to take this points. We just talked about them. 2 guys that we got in our must starts for fantasy football. That's right here in the city, Cincinnati Bengals. 2 points. Bengals are favored by 2. That's too low. Bengals about to roll over Buffalo, win convincingly. I'll be gladly to take the Bengals and 2 at the crib Sunday Night Football. Cincinnati about to be rocking.
And actually on FanDuel, they got down 1.5 right now. Crazy.
Yeah, give me the Bengals 2. I'm taking that.
I ain't mad at that. I'm gonna start out kind of the way I started out last week. I'm gonna do points over under. I'm gonna go under for the Chargers Jets game. It's 40.5. I think that Jets defense is gonna hold them to somewhere in the 20s, and if the Chargers get off, maybe Jets will lose, but they're gonna hold them to under 20 or around 20 somewhere. I don't think Jets ain't scoring nowhere near 20. So, yeah, give me under on the Chargers Jets game.
What you got it on FanDuel?
Right now it's 40.5. 40.5.
Okay, on DraftKings it's right at 40. It's right at 40. So yeah, but obviously you can still tease it up, bump it down, however you want to do it. So
yeah, that's fair. If you think it's gonna be a high scoring game, hey, go ahead and go to over. But I think it's gonna be a pretty low scoring.
It's gonna be. The only fear is if the Chargers get hot, but that Jets defense is something serious.
I mean, mostly they get high, it'd be like long passes, it'd be in the pass game, and the secondary is pretty good.
Yeah.
I just don't think Jets are going to be able to score 20-some points. I think if the Chargers win, they're going to score probably 27, 25 if they score high, on a high end. So I think LA will win the game. I think it'll be a low scoring contest.
No, I agree with that because if Jets want to win, I think I get the ball to Breece Hall and let him beat. So
and run that clock down and try to manage the clock and kind of keep the ball away from that should be high powered offense in LA, but it's really not.
Right. Let's see who else I want to go. Where else I want to go? Man, NFL is really.
Yeah, I don't like that money line in the NFL right now.
Yeah, I don't. I really don't.
I'm looking at the over-unders again.
I said over-unders.
Or anything. I see. What about that Washington Patriots game? Under. It's around the same 40.5 on FanDuel right now.
41.5.
Commanders did just give it all their defensive good players.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we should look at that one.
I like Cowboys Eagles under 47. It's a division. For whatever reason, let me make sure I got the numbers to back it up real fast.
Yeah, right. 46.5. That's pretty high. Even though that the Cowboys defense hasn't been giving up a lot of points lately, have they? I mean, look, I ain't really looked at their points spread. I mean, at their defensive stats the past couple of weeks.
Okay, so last year, oh shit, nah, never mind. That was high scoring last year. That was like 40 or 34. Sheesh. Oh, but
last year, I think the not Broncos. I think the Cowboys defense was better at that probably when they played because they had a healthy Diggs.
Yeah.
Diggs out, and their defense has been sliding ever since he's been out. 46.5 is a lot. It seemed like a lot of points, but when you look at it, it's like 23-23. It's not that high scoring of a game for real.
But Jalen, I'm bad.
They do run the ball a lot, though. They do run the clock a lot.
And then Jalen Hurts is coming off a knee. He got a knee injury too.
Want to go under for that?
Nah, I'm staying away from that one.
How about that Browns Cardinals game? 37.5. That's not very high scoring. It's not very high score.
Not at all. Especially if PJ Walker is expected to start.
Yeah.
Do we know? Well, we don't know if Kyler Murray is he
I don't
expected.
know if he's gonna play. It's not hard to get more than that points, but that's just with two unknown quarterbacks, or not two unknown quarterbacks, but with two. You don't know what Kyler Murray's status is gonna be. It's like, and then you ain't got Deshaun Watson out there 100%. It's like So right now
see, the only thing about that is, only reason I wouldn't take the under because I feel like the Browns defense is so crazy. They'll set the Browns up in good field position, and if nothing else, the Browns can run the ball.
Yeah, I can see that happening for sure.
And hell, fucking between Hunt and Jerome Ford, they each have like 4 touchdowns apiece or 2 touchdowns apiece.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. How about Ravens money line?
Ravens money line against Seattle at the crib.
Yeah,
I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that.
I ain't mad at that one.
I'll take that. Yeah.
So we got 3 legs. Let's try to do at least one more.
Yeah, one more.
You seen any college games you like playing on the NFL games? I stay with college personally, so I'll let you pick the college game.
Yeah,
college.
That's what I was about to take a peek at real fast. See what any college games that stand out. College. Oh man,
Damn. Holy cow! That over under for the Washington USC game is crazy.
What is it?
76.5.
Hey,
No defense being played in that game, is it? God damn.
Washington can play the defense, but we know USC don't. And
yeah, they're gonna run this shit up. Basically, what they saying.
All right. I was gonna. No, I ain't gonna do that one. Okay, we'll go with this. We'll just go flat out. We'll go noon kickoff. So that way we'll know we're off to a good start. Texas at the crib. We just take Texas straight up money line.
Okay.
I was gonna take the points. The spread is only 4, but
what do you think is that? There you go. All right.
Noon kickoff. So I just take them straight up money line.
So it's a 4-legged right now on FanDuel. It's a plus 625, people. So $10 gets you about 65. I'm guessing right. 62. It's change. Ain't bad.
Yeah, on here on DraftKings, I got a plus 662. So $10 to get you $66 plus your $10 back, obviously. So
we're gonna win you at least 50. We do these parlays. If we hit, we win at least 50.
And that's if you bet. That's if you just bet 10.
He bet 10. Yeah, we're gonna win at least 50 if you bet 10. You know, let's rock with us.
So yeah, I think I like that. I really like that for me. That's all. That's
Bengals covered the points. Right now it's 1.5, 2 points, depending on where you betting at.
Mm-hmm.
We got the under for the damn game. I think I right down.
Chargers and Jets Monday Night Football. And then Ravens money line at home against Seattle. And then Texas at home money line at Kansas over Kansas State.
I like it, man. I think it's a pretty good slip. I like it.
That's a weekend long parlay. Long parlay. So.
You get some skin in the game, people. Again, if you're addicted to gambling, man, call 1-800-GAMBLING. We are not sharks. We are not sports books. We just have a little fun and give out some advice.
Facts.
Could be bad, could be good. We ain't say good advice. I said advice.
I'm trying to stay hot. My brother, hey, he hit last week for y'all, so I'm trying to.
But we hit.
If one of my picks mess up this week, then it might just be me and y'all listen to Rand. So, but nah, man, we all right, man. That's really we kept y'all a little bit longer than usual, but hey, expect this at least for the next few months. Like I said, obviously with NBA being back in full swing, we big NBA fans, so we got a lot to talk about. So
if we did this on Wednesday night, it would have been a 4-hour pod.
We've been a 4-hour show right about now.
An hour and a half now.
We're on here.
3 hour, 4 hour.
Obviously.
We can't. We got to get y'all some breaks. We got to take a break ourselves, But yeah, man.
But nah, man, appreciate y'all tapping in with us as always, man. This has been Down to the Wire 513 Sports and Spirits Friday. Man, make sure y'all tap in with everything Down to the Wire 513. Like I said, man, cop the merch. Go cop some merch, man. And for the good brother, hey, Flyman Rand, Josh Evans, Steve Tarren Bland. Y'all have a safe, blessed weekend. We'll catch y'all next Wednesday for episode 305. Till then, man, we out.
Peace.